Hello, my beauty buddies. Super excited. I have two new products that when I saw they were coming out, I was really happy to see. I have the Viseart Seamless Setting Powder and Seamless Eye Primer. So hopefully these will be some improvements to what I'm using so far. And I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and use them. So this is what they are. And we'll go ahead and look at them pricing and, you know, kind of all that kind of thing because they're not cheap. Hi Lex, we've got some people joining. Oh, if you're watching on replay, by the way, this is a live video, so I will be talking to people. I will go ahead and try to get through the basic stuff first before we get super chatty. But it's so nice to have you guys all here with me. So it's Sunday, haven't gone anywhere. I've been trying to clean up the house all day, so you know how that goes. So now I'm actually going to leave the house. So I thought I would go ahead and do this and use these items. They just showed up yesterday. I ordered them from Muse Beauty. And let me real quickly just, you know, give you the details on them. The powder is $38. I'm sorry, it's $35 for 0.28 ounces. So that is 8 grams. That is $4.37 per gram. So this is expensive because the Laura Mercier one that is my usual, you know, go-to kind of for a setting powder is $38 for a whole ounce, which is 29 grams, which is $1.31 per gram. So hopefully this has magical properties or something. But this is probably the most expensive powder I've ever purchased when you look at the pricing that way. And let me give you the rundown on what they say about it. Oh, and if you're not familiar with Sephora, just so you know, Sephora, with Viseart, I'm sorry, I was trying to read a comment at that point. Okay, they are beloved by professional makeup artists on top film sets around the world. Their high-performance makeup formulas harness the best plant-based resources and innovative technology. And the thing about Viseart is that a lot of professional makeup artists use them because, you know, they keep their mattes separate from their shimmers so that if someone is, you know, having to have kind of continuity on a set, you know, and they need the exact same look, they're not going to get a little piece of glitter or something. So they are very used kind of in the professional makeup artist world. And that is why also some of their packaging, if you're looking at the normal palettes, like, you know, these like the 12 panners, they're a little bit more Spartan, but they also make sense. You can look at it and see what you're getting. You know, they have come out, you know, with the Pro palette, which now has a little bit more fancy look. Their Theory palettes that do mix, that are more for consumer use, same product, but you do have the shimmer shades in with mattes. So fabulous company. I've liked all the stuff I've used by them. So I brought my Viseart stuff that I use to kind of get ready with as much of it as possible. Now the eye primer, I'm really stoked about this because I use eye primer every single day. I don't know if you guys do, but I found it not only makes my shadow look better, but it lasts really, really long. So I'm really interested to see if there'll be much of a difference because this is made to be it was formulated to be made probably, I'm assuming, you know, with their shadows. So let me read you what they say about the powder. They say that the powder creates a soft matte finish on the skin. It has a natural cellulose baked formula that absorbs oil, blurs fine lines, and adds longevity, and it is not supposed to give any flashback, and it'll have a matte finish. So flashback, you know, when you see these white powders, you're like, ee, you know, because like that Smashbox one, I love what I look in person, but then the flashback, I don't know if you guys have seen that one of Nicole Kidman where she had like, you know, like total looked like she had flour under her eyes. That's what'll happen if you use too heavy of a hand with that stuff. So, you know, definitely don't use that one if you're taking a lot of pictures. They recommend that you use kind of a domed brush like this to apply the powder. So I brought a domed brush. I don't have this Muse one. This is the Muse Beauty's line is Essom, or Essom, and Muse Beauty's in San Francisco. They carry pretty much products all geared towards professional makeup artists. And the brushes are very good. I have about 6 or 7 of them, but I don't have that particular one. So I would be using that one. And then the eye primer, by the way, it doubles as a lip primer, so we'll have to try that today. And they say that from day to play, this unique formula ensures true color, crease-proof eye makeup around the clock, colorless and weightless shadow primer, creates a barrier on eyelids, and evens texture for a smooth canvas, ideal for sensitive eyes and all skin tones, smudge-proof and water resistant. No parabens, no gluten, no petrochemicals, no silicone or mineral oils, cruelty-free. And let's see, do I have that? So I think that all their stuff is cruelty-free. Let me see if I have that on the powder. Tried to do my research here because I didn't have my phone handy since I'm using that to do this. Let's see here. Cruelty-free, no parabens, no gluten, no petrochemicals, no silicone or mineral oils, also on the powder. So let us go ahead and get ready. I will put on a little headband here. So, oh man, I'm wearing white. That was really dumb. I don't know why. It seems like whenever I'm putting makeup on camera, I'm wearing white. So hopefully I don't like wreck my shirt, but oh well. So here we go. Oh no, Velcro in the hair. Okay, I'm gonna look really attractive when this is over. Hold on, let me redo this. Do you guys have trouble with these? I like the slip-on ones, but I feel like they wreck my hair more because they're tighter. So I really like this one, except for that then like it's harder to put on in the beginning. So I will now get more chatty and be reading your comments. If you have any, hit me up with questions and stuff. I will try to answer them as best as I can. Hey Joanne, thanks for joining. So to start out, I'm gonna just put on this. This is Embryolisse. It's just a very light moisturizer. A lot of the makeup artists use this to start with as a base. Hey Amanda. Hello, little Miss Artsy. That's such a cute name. So this works for all skin types. I think they have another one also though for oilier skin. I'm a dry skin person, so I'm just gonna kind of start by putting this on. Earlier today I did use my C serum and that kind of stuff, so I try to always do that. Claudia, it's so different without makeup, right? Yes, makeup is pretty amazing with what it can do, right? Yeah, when we're not all full face glam. Then I'm gonna put just a dab of sunscreen on because it's still daylight here in California. Hey Carla, so excited to see you. Get ready with me, you look beautiful barefaced. Oh, thank you, thanks. Someone was just saying I look different, but yeah, makeup is pretty amazing. I really like this stuff. I got this in I think like a FabFitFun or something, and I've purchased it again since. It has a very light consistency. It doesn't change the color of my skin, and it's not oily or anything weird, so I really like that. Hi Gigi, I like that. And Shatters, that's funny. And then what I always do too is that I always kind of put any extra on the backs of my hands because I'm getting so much sun damage on my hands now. You hit 50 and like all that stuff when you were young starts to really kind of show up, right? So, so that is that. I'm trying not to really use anything different than I usually do because I just thought, to give this a fair shot. So let that just kind of sink for a minute. So for primer, I've been really enjoying, oops, there goes my beauty blender, one sec. Oh, crud, now I dropped all kinds of stuff. Okay, isn't live awesome? Hey Sabrina, how you doing? Drop my eyelashes. Oh yeah, you guys, and I brought along these eyelashes. These are the, oh, can you see me now? These are the Babies by Ardell, because people were talking about kind of beginner eyelashes, so we'll put those on just to, I don't need eyelashes today, but I thought that way you guys could see those because we talked about this so much. So this is just Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Prime Skin Developer. I forgot where I got a hold of this. It's kind of pricey, but you can find it on Haute Look. I saw it for like $15. I have to get a new one. I'm almost out. It's very, very light, and I just think it makes kind of a very nice little base. There we go. Oh, crud is a great saying. I know, right? Somebody said it was just showing the product. Oh, not showing up now. Okay, but you guys can see me now, right? Let me know if you can see me. Okay, then what I've been doing kind of for my under eye circles here, they're better, but that whole 10 days or whatever that I was on the steroids, I've been using, oh no, where'd it go? Did I drop you? Oh shoot, maybe this is one of the things I dropped and I can't see it. Okay, well, we'll just skip that. But I have a Lancome. It's like a peach colored little tube, kind of like, like the tube that Bye Bye Under Eye is in, but at cosmetics. It's peach colored and it really does a good job of disguising that, but oh well, we'll just skip that. Okay, and then you guys, I'm gonna do that layered thing we were talking about yesterday. Just make sure I didn't, what am I doing with it? This is that water blend foundation by Makeup Forever that we were talking about. It doesn't have a lot of coverage, but I kind of liked it as a base because somehow layered under this NARS, this is the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. It makes my skin look amazing. So we'll go ahead and start with that. What I generally do with this one, it's kind of like a jelly, kind of a runny consistency. I usually will just use my hands because it's such a thin thing. And I did go with a darker color because it is so thin. I find that it kind of fakes some more coverage. So this is kind of like a really great thing if you just want a tiny bit of something on your face. And because it's so thin, I feel like it kind of sinks into my beauty blender a lot. So I don't want to waste the product. So I usually do that with my hands. And then if I need to, I'll take like one of the Artiste type of a brush, or the Moda paddle brushes, and then kind of blend that in. But, you know, so you can see it just, you know, gave a little bit of something to my skin without being, you know, a full-on foundation. So that's that one. And then this is like my new love. I love this stuff so much. I find it applies really well with a beauty blender or with a, with like the Artiste type of a paddle brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the beauty blender today. And I just kind of, you know, start dabbing. And then the under eyes, I'll end up hitting again with my Tarte Shape Tape. So is everybody having a good Sunday today? I'm trying to get my house a bit more organized. And I'm trying to really go through, I haven't done this yet, but I want to like completely empty like my closet, put it all back. That's like next weekend's plan. And I really like this black beauty blender. I don't know if you guys have tried the different kind of flavors of beauty blenders. I feel like this one is a little bit more porous. Oh, and Little Miss Artsy said it's Monday morning in Australia. Oh boy, that's right, you guys are a full day ahead, and you're in summer, right? Gigi says, is that the new NARS foundation? And is it good? Joanne's asking for oily combo skin. Okay, you guys, I bought this like a year and a half ago at a makeup show. NARS had it, and I think it was newish then. I know there's a new one, and I know the packaging looks the same, so this is All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I don't know. Yes, and this particular one that I have, they said this was good. In fact, they told me, you know, if you've got dry skin, you're gonna wanna moisturize more before you use this. So yes, I'm just trying to remember what they said. They did say that this one was good for all the skin types, but us people with the drier skin would probably need to moisturize more. Oh my God, I set everything up and I just totally dropped it. Irma says, have I missed a lot? It's 12:45 in Germany. I can't get over jet lag. Oh, sind Sie Deutsch? Ich spreche Deutsch. So schön. Jetzt kann ich mein Deutsch üben. Sorry, you guys, I dropped stuff. Okay, so I'm first generation born here. My parents are from Germany, so I speak German. I don't know if anyone knew that, but I don't get to speak it much anymore. I used to get to speak it more when my grandmother used to visit from Germany a lot. And Little Miss Artsy said, Joanne, I have combo oily and it didn't work for me. Get a sample and see. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I don't have oily skin, so I don't know. But they were telling me that I should probably moisturize a lot, so I thought it said it was good for that. Sehr gut. Oh my God, Carla, is that you? Do you speak German too? That's awesome. Yeah, you guys, with all these foundations, if you live near a department store or you know, Sephora, you know, definitely make sure to get samples. I mean, that's, you know, what they're there for. And if you think about it, you shouldn't be ashamed to ask for samples because, I mean, they're going to save money. It's better than people returning stuff. One of our friends, she's, you know, younger than me, you know, she wanted to try some new skincare and she was like, oh, I feel bad asking. And I was like, don't feel bad. So I went with her and we tried some different lines and then she was able to find something that really worked for her, right? So, okay, so there we go. So now I've got my concealer on and everything. So at this point, I would usually use the Laura Mercier powder all over before I start using my powder blush and stuff like that. So we will go ahead and dip into this and see how magical it is. Little Miss Artsy says we can't return makeup or skincare here, so I always get samples. Oh, Hannah. Okay, sorry. No, I know I don't call you Little Miss Artsy. Oh, I didn't know that they don't let you return. Wow, that's a bummer. Okay, I'm just going to use this Moda brush because it's the dome kind that they said. They said to go ahead and, you know, dip in, tip off the excess. Oh, it's very, very finely milled, you guys. I don't know if you could see that little powder that I had going on there, but let's see. So I'll just apply it. Yeah, and it seems like, yeah, it's definitely finer than the Laura Mercier one. Let me add a little bit more. And I would think it'll probably do a great job of being matte because if it's made for, you know, television and film, that's what they're using on. Okay, so I've got a mirror in front of me and it looks very nice. I don't feel like I have really shine going. Yeah, they did a nice job on the packaging. And I think it's so cute. They have a little, I don't know if you saw this little director's chair. Oh, you guys, on Instagram, I took some really cool pictures. My husband's helping me kind of up my Instagram game. So I posted that one that I put on Facebook, but we took some other ones that I think turned out pretty cool. Wow, okay, you guys, I really like how this looks. I really, really, wow. Okay, I'm surprised. I was kind of wondering whether it was gonna be worth it, but let me look close up. Okay, I see no settling. Do you guys ever get, right here where you got little lines? Oh, Dizzy likes my shirt. Oh, it's BCBG Max Azria. Shop their sales. Wow, this powder, you guys. And like, here, let me get closer. My like little bit of fine lines here, it's not gathering in that. Oh, the price of this is, um, it's $35 for 8 grams, 0.28 of an ounce. It's expensive. And then I haven't put on the eye primer yet, but the eye primer price is $24, which isn't bad because the Urban Decay Primer Potion is $22. So it's not much more on the eye primer, but the powder is a lot. But man, and if I don't have to reapply a lot, then it might be worth it. Okay, so I'm liking this so far. Okay, so let me just go ahead and we'll just really quickly do a really fast little kind of blush and bronzery look. I'm just gonna real quickly use this, my little cheek parade. I love this thing, you guys, and having, a lighter skin tone, having this lighter Hula bronzer is so good. It's really, really good. So I'm just gonna real quickly just use the darker one to do a tiny bit of contour. Gigi says if it works, it's worth it. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if it's in your budget, man, this stuff is really good. I mean, I used to feel bad buying the Laura Mercier one, but nothing really worked like it except for the Sonia Kashuk one. And Sonia Kashuk, you used to get like a big thing of it from her, like more than the Laura Mercier one. And then all of a sudden, the Sonia Kashuk one, they made it smaller and it really wasn't used to it. Hannah says, I can only use the normal Hula at the moment in the summer. Yeah, I can use it like right now, I'm just kind of contouring with it. But what I like is that after I've used the darker one, I'll dip into this one here and then I'll kind of, blend down a little bit because I am fairer. Then I also got to get the jawline here a little because I am the heaviest I've ever been in my life unless I'm pregnant right now. Mama Shauna says, I pay anything for eye primers. They last forever and anything to help with the eyelids. Yes, right? Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Urban Decay one that I have, I brought it over here in case we wanted to talk about it or look at it. Because this one that I had before, it was like a year and a half. I was like, you don't need to get rid of this. It's been so long. There's nothing wrong. It didn't smell. It was still working fine. But, I just felt like it was too old. But they last a really long time. I agree. And someone was just saying they used the Laura Mercier brightening one, I think, because they said it looked better. I just have the normal Laura Mercier one. Okay, so there, I've done a little tiny bit of contour. Yay. And now for blush, I brought my Viseart blush palette. I dropped it and this one died. Luckily though, it was kind of like the darkest kind of a color that I didn't use as much. So we use this. And Joanne uses, I use Benefit Dallas for bronzer. I've never tried that, Joanne. I'll have to try that one. So I'm just gonna like dip in just very lightly. These are very pigmented. So I'm just gonna use a very light hand with this. So, and I'm just gonna kind of use this peachy color. They're very pretty, but you have to really be careful not to get too much on because they build really, really well. And that's really nice because, I mean, these work really for all skin tones. There, so there's that. And let's see, what should I do for, did I not bring highlight? How weird. I thought I did bring something for highlight. Okay then, I have no highlight. Maybe we could use a shout. Oh, I know what we could use. How much is the blush palette? Okay, the blush palette, I think it's like the eyeshadow palettes. I think it's like, the eyeshadow palettes are like 80, so it's probably like that. But my recommendation, if you guys are into any of these products by Viseart, keep an eye out. Muse Beauty Pro. They often, I'm just gonna try to use the Rockateur for highlight. They often, like at least twice a year, I think, they do a thing where like you can pick 2 different Viseart palettes, any of them, and then you can go ahead and they throw in a couple of their Esom brushes, which are really nice brushes. And so somehow you end up saving a whole bunch of money because I feel like the palettes end up being about 20% less. And it used to be only with eyeshadow palettes. And the last time they did it, I think it was brows, blush, shadow palettes. It was really a nice special. They always do it around the holidays. I'm thinking Black Friday-ish or like when, is it when Sephora does their sale, something like that. And I feel like they do it again. Maybe Google it a little bit. Actually, I have a contact there. I'll see if I can ask her when when that's happening. So, okay, you guys, this is a very, very, very subtle highlight because this is not a very, very bright one, but it's what I've got. Ooh, you know what we could do? If we want to really highlight, I could just jump into this. This is the Sultry Muse, right? Let me see. Yeah, this is the Sultry Muse palette. You guys, you can always improvise, right? We could always use eyeshadow as a highlight, so I'll do that. Yeah, and whoever was just saying they need to start contouring and highlighting, you know, it's really not hard to do. And honestly, one trick, if you mess up, you can just then take, like, let's say I brought my contour too low. I would just take, and I do, this happens to me all the time. I would just take my beauty blender and kind of dab, 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 and then it'll lighten up the area where you got too much going on. Let's see, Gigi lost the feed. Can y'all still see me? Hear me? Yeah, and then if you're gonna try contouring, just try with a light color with a very light hand. And if you're older like me, try to keep it like from here back. Okay, great, you guys can see me. Yay. You know, what I try to do is I try to kind of line up with like my eye and like not bring it lower than that. Oh good, I'm glad you guys can see me. Amanda says, I ordered my Viseart from Beautylish because I can make 3 payments to pay it off rather than having 1 payment. Yes, that is very nice that they offer that. Could be dangerous, but very good that they do that. Yeah, so for the contour, and then the only thing I would say is if you're doing, like, if you're gonna try to nose contour, here, we'll just do it for the fun of it, well we can. You know, again, I'm just gonna use this brush, and then just make sure when you do it to be very light. You don't want to go down your nose so much, and then make sure you bring it up high enough. See, look at the difference there on that side of my nose. Hannah says, as a makeup artist, I always tell my clients to use the end of their brow as a guide for the contour. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Yeah, just boop. So, I've been doing the right thing. And then, you know, for the nose contour again, and then when you do it, and then you're gonna, here, I'll show you the side. You don't want to, I do it very subtly. I'm not one of these people that wants the big stripy 11 thing. I don't want to do the drag queen thing. It's awesome how they do that, but it's just not me. And then what I'll usually do then is then I'll take, oh God, I just bring contour stuff here really, but then, you know, like take then your lighter color and you can again use your beauty blender to even it out, and that just makes the nose a tiny bit more contoured. And then, let me just clean this off a little, go like this. Desi says, I'm only 16 and still learning about all these makeup things. I didn't even know you could contour your nose. Oh yeah, that's thanks to Kim Kardashian, that's how it got really, really popular. Oh no, Mama Shauna's phone died. And then just make sure you buff it out, because you don't want to look like you contoured your nose, but I think that my nose looks a lot better now. Okay, so we are done with that. So we will move on to the eyes. I brought this so we have the consistency to check out in case we want to compare. And Gigi Rebooted is back, yay. So here we go. This is the first time this has been opened. Oh, they say to apply this with a brush, like a synthetic brush. Again, I don't have the one that they were recommending. So, oh, and then Amanda says, if I don't want to do the whole contour process, I just highlight the middle. That's true. You could just put highlight down the middle. Yeah, good idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of this onto the brush. I usually use my fingers with my primer potion, but I want to do this correctly. So we will just go ahead and apply this with the brush. And it feels, see, I'm just gonna feel it on my fingers. It doesn't feel real slippery or silicone-y or anything weird. It doesn't feel tacky either. It just feels very, very smooth. So there we go. And it doesn't seem to have any color to it at all. Like the primer potion that I have, that one doesn't have color to it, but where did I put the lid to you? But the other one, the Eden, I have that one too, that one does. And as I'm getting older, I'm getting more redness on here. Desi says, I'm learning so much more. I'm so excited to try out all these new beauty tips. Yeah, and you know what, honestly, if you don't have a budget to go spending like $20 on an eyelid primer, you can just use concealer. You can just use concealer and it'll work too. You know, just whatever you have, just, you know, very lightly. You don't want a thickness. You start getting little creases and you start seeing like the concealer gunking up, you've used too much. So with a very, very light hand, I use, you know, more of a cream concealer. Okay, so I brought my absolute favorite thing, like kind of in the world right now, which is the Viseart Grande Pro. This is the big one that they finally did. Hannah says, I use concealer and powder as a primer all the time. Rosie Lane says, I honestly must be the only one who doesn't contour at all because my face is so round. I look like a real Wally with it. Oh, Wally, that is so cute. Well, you don't have to contour. I just do just a tiny bit because it just feels like it kind of ups my facial structure a little bit. Yeah, you don't have to do any of this. Just do what you like to do. I mean, right? That's kind of the whole point. So we'll just do a really quick, I'm not gonna like sit here and spend forever like on my eyes because I'm not doing anything that thrilling today. Gigi says I just bronze. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and I usually like to just put a little bit of something light here to pop my lower lid a bit. Wow, I do have to say, you guys, this lighter color, to me, I use this all the time, is showing up more brightly than usual when I use my other primer. Huh, I'm glad I tried that, interesting. Okay, and now I'm just gonna try kind of like the off-whitey color here. Rosa, I'm glad I'm not the only round-faced girl who doesn't contour. Yeah, because there comes a point where you don't wanna look totally fake either, right? Let's see, Carla says, looks great, you're so beautiful, such a lovely personality. Oh, thank you so much. You guys, you have to check out the Two Real Chicks channel too, if I haven't said that yet on this on this live video, because they're really nice and fun and have really cute videos. I wanna try the Ardell magnetic lashes, you guys. Okay, so all I've done so far, you guys, is I've applied this one and this one. And now I think I'm just gonna go ahead and grab, I don't know, I'll just do like rounds. We'll just do something really quick and easy. Uh-oh, someone saying, I need a Beautylish order. Yeah, it's a dangerous place. But honestly, you guys, if I had to go away for 6 months and bring like 2 eyeshadow palettes with me, I think that it would be this one for the mattes, and then that Natasha Denona one that I got with all the shimmers. And if I didn't get to bring high-end like that, I would say probably maybe that little Blink palette came in the Boxy Charm that had really good shimmers to it. Just like something with shimmer to put with the mattes. Okay, and then we just got the question, what would be a good drugstore foundation? I have heard great things about that. You guys, is it Maybelline Matte Poreless? Oh, and I tried actually Physicians Formula. I picked up one of, no, it was Essence. They had a really good one. And okay, someone I think was just, let's see, this is what's your skin type? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good thing to know, the skin type. But I've heard overall, I think that one works really well for lots of people. And then Essence had a really good one too. Oh, Milani. Oh my gosh, Amanda just put up Milani right when I said Milani. That was the one, Milani, yes. Because I got a bunch of Milani stuff and I wanted to try their foundation with it. And I bought that and I really like the Milani one. Milani, yeah. You know, I think of all those, because I can't speak to that whatever and poreless one because I haven't tried it. I just know that a lot of people talk about it and seem to like it, but definitely the Milani. And Gigi says, Maybelline, Fit Me, Dewy, or Matte. And, you know, if you're young, you know, you don't need a lot of foundation. You could probably use a tinted moisturizer. I would think that with your young, awesome, healthy skin, you could get away with just using a tinted moisturizer and then, you know, throw some powder on top. And for powder, the Coty Airspun is very inexpensive. You get a ton of it. It works well. It does have a scent to it, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but you know, it works well and it's very reasonable. So that would be good too. And Gigi says NYX has a nice BB cream. Awesome. See, this is great to get all this this input from everybody. Okay, then just for fun, I'm going to put a little bit of shimmer on using the Sultry Nudes. I'm just going to go ahead and put my finger into this coppery color because I just, oops, no mirror. That's the only thing. I almost had to grab a mirror. Let's see, Joy of Beauty Channel. So my mom used to use the Coty powder. I now use it. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I found out about it because I heard Tati talking about it on her channel, and I thought, oh, I should try it. I'd like to have something in my arsenal because I want to, you know, work in more drugstore makeup too. I keep tending towards the more expensive. Mama Shawn says, everyone loved the Wet n Wild and e.l.f. foundation. I got both. Who has dry skin? Ooh, let's say I didn't read the end of that. And then Carla says, for mature skin, the e.l.f. Flawless Finish, it's an exact dupe for the NARS. Wow, weird. You know, it suddenly looks dark in here, you guys. Did the screen change for you? It looks different for me all of a sudden. I don't know why. Huh. Hopefully it's not different for you. Let me know if it is and I'll like try to adjust stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to actually use a brush and dip into a lighter color for the inner highlight. Just gonna mix these two. Joyful Beauty says, I have the e.l.f. Untitled 11, I have dry skin and I'm 47. Okay, that's good to know because I've got dry skin and I'm 50, so I would probably like it then. You guys, does this look okay to you? Because again, for some reason, my screen looks really dark. Let me know if it's weird or anything. When I do this inner highlight, you guys, for me, for my eye shape, I like to kind of bring it up a little bit. And then, go. And then up a tiny bit. I feel like it opens my eyes more. Okay. Oh, thank you. So I don't look at the after 30. Well, I've been skincare obsessed since I was like 17 years old. Oh, good. Go watch Two Real Chicks. They're awesome. And honestly, you guys, sunscreen, start prescription tretinoin as soon as you can. I think those are huge. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna go ahead now. What I usually do at this point, before I start my mascara and liner, I'm gonna put, oh look, I just found, that's what I was talking about, you guys, the Tint Idol Ultra Wear Camouflage. This is the peach colored stuff that really helps with under eye circles, but my Tarte Shape Tape did a pretty good job of it, so I think I'm okay. I usually at this point will put on my, God, I dropped everything and now I can't find anything. This is so annoying. You know the best laid plans. Oh, there it is. Okay. This by ColourPop is my new holy grail. And I just love these. I have a bunch of different colors of them. They're like $5, I think. And I put this on now. I have not very big eyes. I don't look good with a lot of liner. But if I put this first before I start doing mascara and other stuff, I find that it really, 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 like, just adds a little pop of something for my eye color. And it stays on all day long. I'm gonna touch the phone for a second to see if, because for some reason I'm not seeing the comments are really dim. Okay, I hope that's working okay for you guys. All right, now we're gonna tight line. I'm about to do a video on the tight liner that I use. And where is my little, here we go, sorry. I'll show you guys the actual Laura Mercier brush that you can use for this too. Hang on, I just have to find it. I'll show you different brushes that I can use for this, just so you can look. There's a total selection. I've got an e.l.f. one, a Muse one. Let's see here. Okay. So for the Laura Mercier Tight Liner, this is the brush that they sell. And it works really well. However, I really like this shape too. e.l.f. makes one, Muse makes one. I mean, the e.l.f. one is like $3. You know, so you don't have to spend the money on this one unless you want to. In fact, I kind of like the bit of tighter control that I have with these. So just so you know about that. And let's see here. Put my little cup of water so I can, there it is. Grab that. So I just, for these purposes, I just pop this into the sink usually. I just dip into the water and then I take my tight liner and this is what it looks like. It just looks like a little black eyeshadow or something. And then I just go ahead and I'll mix that up a little bit, mix a little paste, and then I just go in here and push. And it makes a very nice, natural looking base for your mascara. And what I really like is, have you ever put on lashes and even though you have tight lined and put eyeliner on, you have a little bit of a gap kind of a thing? What's really nice about this is you can get in there and really shove it up in there. Mama Shauna said, I just ordered a silicone masking brush. Oh, that sounds neat. You'll be like your own spa. And then, you know, you can also, of course, go on top of this if you wanted to add more, but so that's what that looks like. So I think that makes such a difference. Next to mascara, that makes such a huge difference, I think, to do the tight lining. So again, just, you know, a little bit of a pasty paste, and then, and these are $25. I buy it like once a year because it lasts a year, and I feel like I should throw it away because it's a year old, at the Sephora sale. So I get it for 20. I use my 20% off coupon. There we go. There you go. Doesn't that make a huge difference? And because I feel like if I don't have it, I've got that like gap of skin between my mascara and my eye. And yeah, right? Isn't that crazy? And then like what just happened to me, I got a little tiny bit, I don't know if you guys can see it, but a little bit because I blinked, I kind of hit it. It got down there. These are magical. These are by DHC. You get a box of 50 for like $7.99. And like you can open it, you can use half at a time. So you can use that half tomorrow, this half today. And it is amazing for getting in there and getting any mistakes or anything you get in your inner corner out. So let's see, I'm gonna just kind of lean forward here and look into my other mirror, and then it just picks it right up. This is pre-dipped in virgin olive oil, and it doesn't leave oily residue. So if you like poke yourself with mascara or something like that, you know, that never happens to me, right? And you just go and pick it up, you can then fix it. It's not gonna wreck your makeup. It's awesome. So let me just do this real quickly here to buff out a little bit. And blending, you guys, I think is the most important thing you can spend time on. And we'll carve out the lashes and the brows too in a minute. Okay, so now for mascara. I mean, we're gonna put those little false lashes on, but because they're so tiny, we're gonna try to do the best we can with our lashes. So this is the Lancome, oh man, this one's all like messy looking. The Seals Booster XL. Carl says, oh, that sounds like an awesome product. The fix so we all need a magic wand. Oh yes, it is a magic wand. I did a video on it, I liked it so much. And you can buy it on Amazon or the DHC site or, you know, whatever. I think Derm Store carries it too. Now the key with this stuff, you guys, is if you're not familiar with it, is you need to put your mascara on immediately afterwards. Don't wait, because if it dries, I think it actually makes your mascara look worse. But when it's still wet, it's good. And it conditions your lashes too, not only builds them up. And this is the Monsieur Big Mascara by Lancome. So these are my favorite Lancome products, are totally this mascara, that primer, that peach colored color corrector, and I really like the tint Miracle. If you want a lightweight foundation that gives some coverage but isn't too light and you don't have to reapply a lot, I like that a lot. So there we go, one eyeball. Now we'll do the other one. Okay. Whoop. So you guys, this is why when you do the get ready with me's and have to edit them, it takes so long, because all this goofy stuff that happens while you're getting ready, you have to edit out. So it's kind of fun just to do it. Real life, you get to see the mistakes and everything. But I mean, honestly, so what if you make a mistake, right? As long as it looks good in the end, that's what matters. And you guys, this powder, oh my God, this powder. I really like this powder. I thought I was gonna think, not worth it, but man, it might be. I'll just have to make my special occasion powder because it's so expensive. I'll take a picture when I'm done with this too, so we can see kind of, you know, how it photographs. Sorry, I think I'm missing comments. Hannah says, I would edit out doing mascara and I get ready with me. Yeah, because it takes a while. You have to go in so many times. And after this, you guys, I'll throw on my brows and we'll throw on some lipstick, and then we'll put on those eyelashes. Mommy Shona says, love watching mistakes, makes me feel less crazy. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you're painting yourself. It's art. It's hard to do it perfectly. Okay, so here real quick. I'm just gonna use this Lancome lip liner and do this. I'm finding lip liners more important to me lately because I'm getting like those little lines a little bit, so it really holds the lipstick in more. So this is just kind of the color of my lips. Amanda says, I always cut it out because I make the craziest faces when I do eyelashes. Oh yeah, I'm sure I was like, you know, yeah. Disclaimer, sorry for any weird faces I'm making at you guys. Okay, so I grabbed my Viseart lip palette also. And let's see, where's my lip brush? Sorry, so many brushes here. Where are you, lip brush? Are you a lip brush? No. I didn't bring all my brushes over. I thought I grabbed a lip brush. Okay, well, we'll just do this old-fashioned way with what God gave us, our finger. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use this kind of peachy color. that on. I love this. When I travel, I no longer need to bring like 50 lipsticks. I bring this and then I bring some gloss. I'm just gonna put a dab of this gloss on. This is L'Amitié de Beauté. This came in my monthly box from them. I love lip gloss. I was wearing it even when it wasn't in, but it's just my favorite thing. Okay, eyebrows, and then we will be done. So I'm gonna just real quickly, first, I'm gonna use this. This is the Benefit Highbrow. And I'm just gonna put just a little tiny bit right here because I feel like my eyeshadow went a little too close. And then what I do is when I put this on, I just kind of use my finger and I kind of melt it a little bit because it's kind of a creamy consistency. And see how much sharper that looks? Buxom White Russian, my love, says Mama Shauna. And I'm assuming you're talking about a product, but I don't know which product by Buxom that is. Oh, Pencil NYX. What if you guys are talking about brow stuff? Okay, now for brow pencils, so I've been a huge fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills for a long time, but I recently started trying these out. Oh, Emer's gotta go, hoping to sleep at least 4 hours. Oh my God, that's right, it's the middle of the night for you. Good night. Oh, lip gloss is what that is. Okay, so I'm using 2 different colors. This is by Lancome and it's called the Source de Finis. This is 01 Blonde and 102 medium ash. And so I've been kind of using the darker one below. It has a weird little comb on it though. Look at this weird little comb it has. But I like the spoolies better, but okay. So I'm gonna use these 2 and I kind of use the darker one kind of to outline where I'm going and what I'm doing. Let's see here, put the lids on, okay. And then I fill in with the lighter one. And again, I really like the Gimme Brow. I'm at the very end of mine. I feel like that made a real difference to my brows. So I brought that along here too, if we want to get into that. I try to use the darker color on my tail because I sort of lose that a lot of times. And I find it's important to kind of turn sideways when I do this part to really see what I'm doing. Because for me, that's the hardest part. And then I'll go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. So I make sure I'm even. And I've been trying to actually do my left one first. When I took that professional makeup artist class, one great tip that Deborah Dietrich had was to do the brow you have the most trouble with first, because then you'll be able to match the one that you're good at better to it. Joanne says, oh, they're talking about Tarte Color Splash lipstick. Okay, just are you missing anything important? So I thought that was a really good tip. So I've been trying to actually do this one, the left one first, because I'm worse at it. Okay, I'll put the lid on that. Now with the lighter one, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in. And I don't know, I always feel like there's a fine line for me with lighter lashes or brows to getting it to look good and there and statement-y without looking like I've taken a giant marker to my eyebrows. And I really like this combo of products a lot. And then let me get my spoolie, and then I'm gonna add the Gimme Brow to it. The Gimme Brow, what I really like about that is like the color is dead on, and I like the consistency, and I like the teeny little brush a lot. Here we go. I did contact Benefit, and they said that it is coming back out. They couldn't give me a date, unfortunately, but it is coming back. So if you're a fan of this too, I'm gonna try the dupes that people are recommending. But I just really, really like this. And it lasts a really long time, so I feel like it's worth the money. There we go. I feel like my brows, I always end up touching up again, like when I'm really done, like before I really leave the house. I feel like I one more time always have to add to it. Hannah says I need a Gimme Brown. I don't know what to do till it comes back. I think they were saying, was it Essence, you guys, was the one that was the dupe for it? I heard it's a little bit more, fibery maybe. I looked it up and a blog had pictures comparing the two. Yeah, Make Me Brow. That's it. Thank you so much, Jess. Thank you. There. Okay, so that's that. All right, so I think I'm pretty much done, and I think that the eyeshadow looks good, the primer. One sec. This is the other thing I always do afterwards, you guys. I'll go in with another brush, like a clean brush, and then, oh, and Glossier Boy Brow is also great. Okay, good to know. I go back one more time. I don't know about you guys, but as I'm getting older, I'm starting to get like funny little lines, almost like it catches right there, but not so bad actually. Wow, this primer actually did work really well. I didn't get much of that, but I sometimes I get a little unevenness here and I have to kind of buff that out again. Okay, cool. Now we can do the eyelashes. So these are the babies. I buy these on Amazon. I buy the multi-pack like this because I use them all the time. Mama Shauna says, I've never used a brow mascara. Is it helpful? Yeah, it's helpful in a couple of ways. You can get a clear one that just keeps your brows in place and they don't get, you know, out of place and is crazy. And for me, I found that it also makes the color product that I put down stay put longer because some of the things that you use, not so much the Anastasia one or this Lancome one, but sometimes if you're using a powder, which is a way cheaper way to go for your eyebrows too, by the way, you can go ahead and really get it to stick. Amanda is taking off. Oh, have a nice time on your date. Hope it's awesome. Thanks for being here with us. So we'll go ahead and put these on and then we will be done. So for me, the most important things to have around, wait a sec here. Let me just put the lid on my brow product here so I don't like wreck it. Hey, Cynthia. Is the, where are my, hold on a sec, sorry you guys. When I dropped everything, there we go. Tweezers, and then this brow tool, you guys, is amazing because you can squish together with them. My normal, where do my normal tweezers go though? Okay, well, I'm gonna use this instead, but that means it's gonna be harder to pick this up. Okay, these aren't really great as tweezers, in my opinion. I usually work with a regular pair of tweezers and then this thing. So where did I get that hair wrap? You know what? I feel like it came like in a beauty box or something. I didn't buy this. I don't know, but it's like Velcro and I love it. I bet you Amazon would have it. I bet you could find it with Amazon. Okay, I'm using Duo. This is the white one. It's called Brush On Adhesive with Vitamins. Joanne says, I can't put on lashes even if I life depended on it. Okay, that's how I was too, but it gets easier. You just have to do it once in a while. And there's a couple tips. So these are pretty little and they have such a little band. You don't really need to, but usually kind of doing this, kind of getting them a little bit more flexible helps with application. And you know, you guys, I might totally fail on this. And if I do, I pull it off and I just do it over again. That's why I use the glue that dries clear. Then I just put a thin amount of glue on. And you can reuse lashes, you guys. The pure ones, like you can use like 25 times. Like, you know, the Ardell's I can usually use, you know, 5 or 6 times. I'm not allowed to wear fake lashes because my mom says you're too young. I probably would agree with that. I think that I don't know, I forgot how old exactly you are, but yeah, you probably don't need them. See, you have youth on your side. You probably have big, beautiful, happy eyes that don't need it anyway. Yeah, you don't need lashes yet, but I'm just trying to show people that it's like not as scary. Okay, you can use your fingers or you can use the tweezers. I usually use the tweezers, but my stinking normal tweezers aren't here now, so I'm just gonna use my hand for this. You're 16, yeah, you don't need lashes. Maybe on prom or something wear lashes if you want. That's what my daughter did. She turns 19 soon. So then you just kind of gotta figure out, line up where you want it to go. And then, wait, you know what, I'm gonna use the tweezer. This is not working. Okay, where are my normal tweezers? Ah, they were right with these too. You know, the minute this is over, I'll find them. So take them, just, oh, and I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not rushing on this because you want the glue to dry a little bit so it's sticky. And then just kind of like, oh God, I hate using these for this. Sorry, you guys. Look, see, I'm telling you, it's normally easier than this, but I don't have the right tool. Okay, and I might have to add glue again because this is looking like it's, okay, yeah, my glue dried too much now. All right, and the funny thing is, you guys, I'm used to bigger lashes now that are easier to grab. So now I'm really failing on this. Oh, and by the way, I have a big old chip out of my thumb. I totally jammed it into a door before I started this. Gotta get that fixed. I'm trying to like do my nails again a little bit. Let's see, back at last, 12:30 at night here and had to, oop, missed it. Oh, aren't the Grammys on tonight or something? I hope that they just concentrate on music and aren't like being too like political and stuff. It gets so annoying when it gets all crazy about everything else. Okay, here we go, you guys. Now I'll use my little tool. There we go. All right. So what is nice about this tool is that like then you can get in there and like grab them and squish them down and do this. And you can also use your eyelash curler, but I think this works better and gives you more control. Let's see. I'm really missing my tweezers. You probably should just run out of the room and done it. There. Okay, this is not what I wanted. So you guys, look, I'm gonna start over again. See, look, and it didn't wreck my look. Yeah, the most important thing is blending them in, definitely. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my God, I don't understand. Hold on a second, you guys. I've gotta find these because I just am not used to doing it without my tweezers. Darn it. And I have like 4 pairs of tweezers, but they're all in my bathroom. Oh well, in a pinch, I'll make it work. I swear you guys, I was so organized, I had everything laid out and then I knocked it all over. Okay, here we go again. Did I put them? Nope, not behind the water thing. Oh well. The other thing too, you guys, is at the end, putting some mascara on, not all the way up the lashes, but just, you know what the problem is with these? These are sticky. I think I've got glue on this tweezer and that's why it's giving me such a hard time. Because they're the ones I squash with. Okay, this is fun, watching Nicole rustle lashes. Oh yeah, babies are so easy. I swear I put on the big giant ones in 2 seconds the other day, yesterday. There we go, okay. There we go, gotta get it onto the lash line. There we go, okay you guys. All right, that's how it's supposed to be. There. But do you see how that added some oomph without it being all crazy? Now, because of my tight liner, I feel like it looks pretty darn natural. But you know, like I was saying, watch what happens when I take my mascara. And this will only affect my lash because the other lashes are on top of mine, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just go in and at the base, just put a little bit of mascara. There you go. The other thing that you can do is if you feel like these are even still too big for you, you can trim these. You can go ahead and take a scissor and go snip, 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 and adjust them and tailor them for your eye. You know, if you feel like this is even too much for you, just do that. Oh, the Facebook group is great. What's Up in Makeup? Yeah, if you guys are watching this and you're not familiar with that and you like makeup, it's a fabulous place. It's all about makeup and it's a really fun, happy place. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this one. Hopefully now this one will go on faster. Get my little, where'd he go? Oh, there you are, okay. I need to figure out a different layout for doing this kind of a thing. I need a bigger table in front of me. I feel like this teeny table, you guys, it's like a nightstand. And it's really small. So I think what's happened, you guys, I've got glue on this. I gotta use my finger. This is not gonna work. Boop, boop, boop. Let's do like this. There we go. See, this is why everybody does their lashes off camera and get ready with me, right? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do my lashes and liner right now so that we don't have to do this on camera. Although I did put some lashes on camera in a different live video and it was fine. There we go. There. And then a lot of times I'll take my finger and like I'll kind of push just gently to make sure it's attached like I want it to be. Now I'm going to do my smooshing technique. And again, you could just use an eyelash curler too if you don't have this. I think this thing is from Japanesque. I think it was like 20 bucks. And I got it off of Muse Beauty. Well, when I was at the class, I got it. They gave us a discount during the class. It was awesome. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the little mascara trick again. The other thing I found that really helps is starting them not too far down from my eye, because it makes my eyes look droopy. So I try to really stay there on the inner corner. Then, oh, some of you would like to come to San Francisco to take a class. They're really good. It was such a good class. It was amazing. They had everything from like the business of bridal, like if you want to do bridal makeup as a makeup artist, or they had like the one I took was editorial exploration. That one was fabulous because we just did kind of more like fashion makeup, and it was kind of more fun and exciting. This is DHC's eyeliner pencil. One thing when you guys have lashes on, if you feel like it's not looking like you want at your lash line, just take one of these pencils and just kind of fill in, and also fill in from below. And then this is where you could do a little wingy thing if you wanted to add to it, you know, whatever you want. Let's see, Joanne says, thanks for the tips. I'll have to invest in lashes and glue. Yeah. Oh my God, do you want to hear the weirdest thing at Target now? They lock up the eyelash glue. I needed to get some of this Duo. It's $7.99, I think. And I had to like get someone to unlock the eyelash glue. Eyelash glue. Isn't that sad? What's the world coming to? I swear. Oh, the other thing too, you guys, when you are done with your lashes for the night, make sure that you pull the glue off, and pull it off kind of straight, like you hold, here, I'll show you on one. And these are brand new, they won't have it on them. But here. So you can reuse them and you don't have too much gunk. Hold it by the lash and then just kind of swoop it off like this. You know, like pull it off. This doesn't have glue on it, so I can't really do it, but there's videos on how to clean your lashes. Oh, and you guys, the best lash tutorial out there is Stephanie Nicole's. If you wanted like a full-on awesome tutorial, go watch that. That's real. I wish that I had seen that one back before I started trying. Like 10 years ago would have been great. So there we go. So a little different than when I started out. Oh, you love her? I love her too. Oh, and then the other thing I found for me, you guys, for some reason, I start to disintegrate everything on my chin. And I don't really have oily skin, so I don't quite get it. I use a little bit of cocoa foundation as my finishing touch. Right there. Let's see. Seems like all these kids now are smoking, swallowing everything. We get punished by not having stuff put behind locked cabinets. Oh, I know, the Tide Pod thing? It's like, really? I can't believe somebody like would eat one of those, even on a dare. So yeah, so you guys, I mean, obviously, let's see, how long have we been at this? Okay, it's been 57 minutes, but we talked for a while and I was taking my time, I was not rushing. And you don't have to do all of this every single day, right? I mean, for me, the main thing is I like to throw on, I love my foundation and concealer, and I love, like, until we got to kind of lashes part. So, you know, and again, yeah, I've got some highlight, but it's not crazy. So I think that it makes such a difference. I mean, I swear this took like, what, 15 years off the way I looked when I started. Crazy. So I'm all done, and I better let you guys all get back to your day. But it was super fun hanging out, and I hope this this helped. And if you have any questions, you know, just put them down there below. And then honestly, the only other thing, like if I was going out right now, I would probably add more inner highlight. I was just talking about the Tide Pod challenge with my mom. I'm 16. I'm just like, why? Well, you're a smart girl. Are you planning on getting the new Viseart Tryst palette? They just started sneaking promos on their Instagram. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I'll probably end up getting it. It's all worth it, the Viseart ones. Honestly, I would rather like not buy for a year and get like a big Viseart palette because I use it. I reach for it. I have like a huge shopping bag right now of palettes that I like them and they're good and they're pretty, but like I don't reach for them. So I have to do like a major declutter. So yeah, that might be another video. Oh, and I have a big empties, like giant empties bag. I need to sort it into hair care, skin care, and makeup. So I'll probably try to do some of those. Okay, Viseart or Natasha, says Mama Shauna. Okay, Viseart for sure for the mattes, and Natasha for the shimmers. That is like the winning combo. Like really, Desert Island me, and I take Viseart mattes, and I take like the Natasha Denona, my big 28 palette of that, and that would like let me do everything. That would be perfect. That would be those are in my opinion, the two best. But like, I mean, I love the Kat Von D one. There are some, you know, really good, like NYX actually surprises me with some of their palettes are pretty darn good. I've got some of those too. You know, there are all kinds. Kryolan Pro brand. Yeah, so Kryolan, yeah, and they have all the special effects makeup and stuff too, which is really interesting. Yeah, I have some of their, like for Halloween, I got some of like their more that kind of makeup, like to draw like a black like mask on me for being Batwoman or Batgirl or whatever. But I don't really have, no, I don't have any. When I'm at the makeup show though, you guys, I'm gonna go in July. There's one in San Francisco. I will go ahead and I'll go live there and maybe I'll show you guys like different areas and different brands like that. But I haven't tried them yet. So Jess says she loves them. Yeah, I have to try those because yeah, they have a really good reputation. You know, and they've got some like really crazy colors and stuff too. That would be a lot of fun. Oh, Jess says for the mattes. Oh, that's really good to know. All right, I'll have to try that. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Oh, someone used to work down the street from the Chicago location. They have a big sale going on next month. Ooh, for Kryolan? Cool. Let's see. Oh, and possibly catatonic scores by Kryolan too. Ooh, I'll have to try that. Okay. And then Joanne says, I have the Natasha Denona Star palette and I love it. Next to get a Viseart palette. Oh, that Star palette looks really nice. Yeah, and you know what else I want? I want to get the Sunset palette too. I've heard nothing but great things. That's super on my list. Yeah. All right, guys. Bye. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. See you soon.